So just doing some back testing of this volume profiles. Not really going to speak too much. Just basically, if we get good trades, going to journal everything and go over current session, previous days and previous week's levels. Okay, so this is the current session levels because the previous days and previous week's levels are miles off. So starting on the 12th of May, we're going to go off this current session and see what happens here. Again, not going to talk too much, just going to fly through them and aim for trades based off of the levels getting hit. Jesus Christ. Okay, that would have been a nice win, but didn't take nothing, obviously. Jesus fucking Christ. Off this fair value gap also. Yeah, Jesus. Fair enough. Fair enough. Based on that, probably going to just skip to the next day, not even going to lie. Just going to skip through. Yeah, that's not really. That is crazy, to be honest. Right, go back a little bit. Let's go back to the start of London. Go back another 1 minute. So it looks like we're going to have a bit more to work with here as well on the daily. Which is nice because realistically we want to be taking off the daily levels. They seem to be better from what I recall. So yeah, we've got that. Just leave that there. Coming down, taking that level there. So we can start to look for a trade off this previous day's value area higher level. See what happens when we get around that level, if we get there. Not there during London, so far anyway. Sort of consolidating around during the London session, starting to come lower. Not much going on here, to be honest. Between the ranges, speed it up a little bit because we're not actually getting anywhere at this point. The price is consolidating quite heavily. Where we are in between sessions at this point, coming into New York. Where we are? Yeah, coming up to New York at 7. Okay, we're at that level, so we could take a short. If we break that low, I'm going to look for a market structure, see what happens. Yeah, like that. I'm going to take entry now. I would have took it from that fair value gap, to be honest. So we'll do that and see what happens. Target 2R. See what happens from here. Stopped. So -1. One loss. That was off the previous day's value high. Right, that's how we look. Can we look to take a trade going higher now? Come back in and just continuing up. Come back down to that level. Take a trade here, I guess, but didn't really come back into the level perfectly, so I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, price seems to want to run away. So nothing there. Could we have got a trade at this level? Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have. I mean, you could have taken, say, a sell there, but no, I probably wouldn't have took it. I'd have waited for it to probably come into the fair value gap, so I'm gonna have to just miss that one for now. Again, price is flying up. Coming into a good part of the session, price is continuing up. And I probably wouldn't be trading anymore that day there. So we're done there. Let's skip to the next day. There we go, London. Oh, have we gone too far? Yes, we have gone too far. Let's go back a bit. There. Let's get them levels drawn on. Nice and quickly, easy to do. $12 until 4:00. Oh, what am I doing? It's not 12:00, it's 9:30, my bad. 9:30. (9:30) till 4. It's day's high. The previous week's levels look way out of target right now. Yeah, so I got the previous day's levels drawn on. Coming into the London session. Not done much so far in London. Coming up to 3 a.m. Oh, we've gone way aggressively through that level. Probably going to wait for it to go above it again and try and take a long position off of it. To be honest, not liking the fact that to go short, but how wrong I was, because that is absolutely obliterated to the downside. Can we go long off this point? Price is stalling around here. Probably would have shorted off this area here, to be honest. That's what I'm going to put in on the trade. Once we come back through probably about here, once we closed, let's say here, stops above this bit of price action. We'll just target a 1 to 2 as normal. So we're giving it some room above the point of control to go lower. Yeah, price comes in, tags off of it, and starts to go. At this point, what are we floating? Over 1R. So let's put that in the notes. I'm going to put this down as a little note in my journal here, just so I can see how many times this actually happens as well. For going forward, did we do that? No, 1.5R is there. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. We know 1R has definitely been hit. So we can say one time, 1.5R. How many times we don't know. Does this trade go on to run lower? And yeah, at this point, I probably would go break even. So let's move. Let's do stops to break even. Yeah, so stops at break even. Let's see what happens. Price come back up, break even trade. Change that up. Because obviously we know if it hits 1R, then obviously if we get a ticket at 2R, then we know it went all the way. It didn't actually hit that. And we'll just do 2. Like that. We can maybe edit that a little bit more going forward as well. Yeah, so we got stops at break even there. What happened? Did it break even me and then go? Or did it break even and then come back up? It did come through. Can we trade? Yeah. No, not really. We're not really in the session, but we could just trade off this level here to go long. Let's not take that yet because I don't like that. I'll trade that on the next bullish candle that goes above, if it does, like that. Let's trade from here. Let's say, be realistic, we would have got in there. Let's put the stops below, let's say here, to give this area a bit of breathing room. And again, 2R. Let's see what happens here. Nice 2R, lovely reaction, to be honest. Again, came into this little fair value gap. The reasoning behind that was this big bullish candle that showed prices pushing away from the level again. Again, stops could have been here, but easily there. Nice trade. One win. I'm not sure whether or not I should actually journal these a bit better. This is fine, but I kind of want to show these trades for what the actual thing might be. Yeah, probably going to quickly make a new Google Docs. Go like that. Zoom that in a bit. So how many trades? Trade 1. What did we do? No, we don't want that. Trade 1. We'll just keep it very basic. Trade 1, we had we take a loss, didn't we? 2 trades taken. Yeah, we took a loss and then a break even. Okay, so trade 1 loss, and that was on the 12th or 13th, something like that. Trade 1. Minus 1%. Let's do this actually differently. 12th loss. 14th break even. Point break even and $6.59. Yeah, $6.59 to all. When was this trade? Let's say 4:08. Yeah, so we took that. It's nice. We get a big push, I'll trade it. Come through the level, tag back in. Again, if we go down lower, I'll trade it. Let's see. Can we get a trade lower from here? I would have taken it at the bottom here. So let's say our stops again. Let's give it a bit of breathing room. Again, it probably comes, let's say, to this high. It's a bit more. I mean, that's a bit too high. Let's give it this high here. So it gives them two lower highs here so that we can see if they get taken. And then stops, targets actually perfectly below where my original stop would have been. So if people did still hold this, let's see what this will give. Yeah, stopped out. Didn't expect that to actually play out that well. Let's delete this actually because we just don't need that now. Going to do it on notes. So at -1, so we could say minus another 1%. This probably wasn't a good enough push to actually enter off. Plus, we're in bullish price action. So we'll take a -1 at 804. Realistically, would stop. We're up 1%, so it's probably best to stop and walk away at this point, unless we can try and take sign here off of that. Yeah, we could probably re-enter here. I probably would take this as well. Stops up there. That looks a lot more safer based on what I said here. Go to R again. And this would be it, obviously, because minimum I'm going to make is a break-even day. Maximum I can make is 3%. So yeah, lost. So that was shit, to be honest. I should have stayed. It was bullish price action. So yeah, we take a loss there. Very aggressive trading, to be honest. Probably should have walked on the win. 843, trying to short again. Yep. Yeah, so one good trade, two bad ones. Obviously we ended up break even on the day then. Yeah, we go again here, I reckon. We'll go to the next day. Unless, again, like I said, unless we can come back into this level and take it off of there. Nah. No, I'm gonna walk away. That's not it. Price is respecting it to go bearish, which is what I was looking for previously. Nah, it's not really worth trading it at this point. Just crashing through the levels, not really worth it. We might as well skip to the next day. Take a break-even day there. Go to the next day. Okay, so we can jump down, put the levels on. I'm 30. 4. Do. must have deleted the point of control one by accident. Not a big deal. I'll just draw it on now. Again, this is how I would do it anyways. And let's see what happens. Coming into London. Where are we bouncing off of? Coming into London. Bouncing off that nice previous day's very area low. See what happens in London. Maybe come back and I would take a trade from it. Just wait for an actual move aggressively to one side. Like that. Probably happily short from here. Let's put the stops up here and trade down. That'll give me near enough 1R, that previous day's value area low. See if we can get a trade through that. Retest and maybe even re-enter as well. Or yeah, no, this price action's a bit wobbly. There we go, straight through, which gives me a nice, we're well over 1R running. We're also running at pretty much 1.5R. Right, we're definitely running over 1.5R. 2R. Is that going to be the level? Obviously, we'd have gone break even at this point. Yeah, nice, really nice trade. Really nice trade. So entered at 242 on the 15th. 2:42 a.m. 15th. Win. Let's just do that. Speed that up a bit. 15th. Let's put previous day so we can come back and actually look at that previous day point of control. Right, so if we put that in there, so obviously we know we hit 1 and 1.5R as well. Where was that one? Damn, I deleted it. Next time we know for that. From now on, we're going to put this as well. I mean, 2R, 2%. We're below that level. Could probably only look to trade if it comes back to go lower again, I guess. No real reason to get into anything at that point, to be honest. Yeah, there's no real reason here. Now finish in London as well. Price is absolutely fucking running off as well. So we just print price out into New York, I guess. New York starts. Starting to go bullish again. See what happens if we come up to that level. If we don't, then I just won't take a trade. Oh, okay. So we come into the level really aggressively, in fact. So let's see if we come back above here, push onto it. I might trade up now. See what happens. And push back away off that level. Technically, you could have took another trade from here to go short. Even now in the fair value gap. Yeah, that's not the sort of price action I want to see. Again, sort of bouncing around the level. It's gone through it at this point. I mean, at this point, I would probably have looked for this here. Maybe if we go above that high, that just got put in. Yeah, that's just not clean PA. It's sideways. Gonna walk from this, I think. See, at that point, you could have gone long. They're a bit too close. We're now at this level as well. Yeah, it's just not it, is it? Technically, now could look for a long. See how it reacts off of this level. Yeah, it could took a long. I probably would have took it off of that engulfing candle there. So let's see how that would have played out. Should probably be a bit safer and give it that level as well. Is there any areas above to actually target? Not really, to be honest. So we could just go for a 2R. Kind of longing into the fucking distance without seeing much. Let's see if it would actually print or not. What target would we be running at this point? No, 1R's here. Just above. So not far off that. Note that. Yeah, that's 1R done. That would be break even. And that, I believe, is that. There's the 2R. No. Obviously, again, we'd be right running our stops under that 2R now. Nice, good trade off the previous day value area high. So that would be 11.28. So we can just copy this. Go previous day value area high. Yeah, and why did we take that? Well, we knew that we showed bullish price action all the way from London, to be honest, apart from this little consolidation phase, which we skipped because it's bouncing between areas. We've gone through all these levels, this level, both these, and then going through this, bounced off. We made a nice move above. It weren't like a little push here. We had the nice big bullish push off, come down, we engulf here. We have this bullish engulfing candle goes through, and then we see this push off here, and then obviously rips to the upside. Did I need to be so safe with the stops? Probably not. Probably could have gone here, but at the end of the day, we wanted to keep that safe at the point of control. So just gone at the low below it. So yeah, nice 2R trade there. To be honest, that was real nice. And then obviously that would be me done on that one. I'm going to go to the next day. If we go up now, oops, delete that. We need to get out of this, get to the next one. So we're coming to London. Let's get down and draw our levels on. (9:30 to 4 o'clock). And then let's pull these over. Just put these on fresh every time, but it's probably just quicker to do this, to be honest. I don't know if it's quicker or easier or what. It's probably neither, actually. Probably easier just to click it and press the template every time, but sorry. Set it in motion now. So that's the levels. We're coming into London, as you can see. What are we round? Previous day's point of control. Neither Asia or a high or low has been taken. Probably not going to have a look at any of that, to be honest. Yes, none of this is for my liking, to be fair, until a level's taken, because the high previous day's value high is above and the previous day's value low is below Asia, so probably just wait to see one of them get targeted so I know a direction. Technically, I probably would take that, actually. We're below midnight also. It looks like price does want to go up. Gone through. Let's print one more candle. If it goes... yeah, let's go with this. This is a bit more risky, but let's see how it plays out. aggressive, not so aggressive. Have I got enough room to make it actually worth it? Yeah, pretty much actually. That's quite a nice setup. Going to take that. Trading up to that previous day's value area high. We now took Asia also. We've hit definitely 1.5 and 1R. And there you go, to our trade. Really, really clean again. So we're on the 16th. Lovely. What the hell is this? That's it. Put that up there. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, 16th. What time was that trade? That was really clean, actually. I'm not even going to lie. Nice PA. We've seen it go through the level. Confirmed it with the bullish candles. Left FVG. Price respected it. Moved up. 337. Again, really nice time in the London session. We can go off of, what was it, point of control. Yeah, previous day's point of control. So we can just copy and paste that. Boom. Let's see if we get anything else. See this level now, probably look, we've gone above Asia. We could look for a short if it actually wants to provide something like that. We'll see. I would need to see some real nice movement to the downside to actually confirm it though. Not just hang around like this. Need to see it move like that. I would confirm that. That's worth trading for me. It's taken these highs. It's gone below the lows, market structure shift. Can enter off that candle even. Just look to go short, back down to the levels, to be honest. We could go for a nice 1 to 2 again. Just simple, good for psychology, easy for me to work. Let's give that a go, see what happens. Come back into the FVGs and the level. Respected it somewhat. Not really a massive fan of what it's doing here. It's sort of hanging around the level. Probably due to the fact that we've just gone into that mid gap between London and New York. We didn't get tagged out though, which is cool. Starting to see some moves down. Not really ideal. Bit of a crappy entry time. Look at the time on the chart. See what happens. Again, touch the level. New York. I'm going to get some movement at this point. Probably to the upside. Yeah, not really a great trade, to be honest. The time was crap. We got 4:41. Let's note that as well. 4:41 a.m. 16th, and we got a -1 loss, bearish, off of previous day value high. I'm gonna just put that for now. I ain't really got enough data at this point to justify if it is a great time or not, but it wasn't. From my other sort of style of trading, I don't think that was a good time. We are now in New York session though, and I could also look for maybe a continuation now off of this previous day's value area high. Come down and then get a nice move away again. Need to see some sort of big push away like that. Let's give that a go. We're sort of somewhat in between this sort of level, but let's not really look at that too much. We'll give it that low and this FEG. So let's give that a go. We'll run that, see if that works. I think that'll somewhat put this level about 1R as well, roughly. So once it gets taken, we can go to break even if we get that high fall. Right, that level got taken. We're definitely above 1R at that point. 1.5R is not too far off either. So we can go break even. The trade won. So that was nice. Another nice bullish setup at 7:48. 7:48 a.m. 16th. Again, win to bullish, and what was that off previous days? Value area high. Previous day's value area high. Yeah, we've seen a big push away from it. Something I'm going to note down on my actual sticky notes is something I'm going to note down is look for the price to bounce. So what I've noted is look for price to bounce off the level and look strong. So in this instance, obviously price bounced off this, left this FVG, we entered here. Okay. So again, 748, nice trade, bullish, previous day's value area high. Yeah, really clean 2R trade. Nice, literally bounced, look hard. It did have a little bit, what's this probably? Yeah, just the end of the hour. As we know, these last 15 minutes can be right choppy. But then it's literally 8 o'clock, just ran up higher, really clean, actually. Not really much else I wouldn't look to trade. I mean, that's a big move down at this point. I'd probably see if it retests a bit, and then if it does continue now, I'd go for a short if we did get a big push. So like here, that candle right there, that actually printed out a little bit. Probably would have took it off of its open. And again, I'd probably just give it to this fair value gap because it's enough to know if it's going to go or not. We could take this. I would take this, to be honest. So we're up. Are we up on the day? Oh yeah, we're well up. We've had 4% wins, 1% loss, so we're 3% up. So if we take it, we're still up 2% for the day. So let's see how this price reacts. Oof, bit of news there. Didn't expect that. Woofed. Okay, see how it reacts. That's a bit annoying. Again, you could take this trade. I'm not going to note it because I wouldn't re-enter most likely. I'm up 2% for the day. The direction was right. Funny enough, even if I did have my stops above the highs, you can see this news candle here. You know, manipulated price perfectly. So I'm not too fussed. Again, as I said, I might just do it because I'm doing a video. You've had this big move down. I probably would, if I wanted to, I probably would trade that. But I'm not looking to trade it because obviously I've taken enough trades here, as you can see. See what would happen. Again, sloppy price is sort of hanging around. Yeah, wouldn't be worth it. You see what I mean? It just wasn't. Obviously, it's gone on to win, but yeah. I mean, yeah, bit of a sore one that because I kind of see it playing out. 854. But it's fine. We can note it down anyways. We can note that down. So we just have a. Obviously, that was the trade. It was off that previous day's very low. Yeah, we come through it down here. Okay. We can put news wick. So let's put news. So we can have that there. Oh. And then I'm going to put it in red because I didn't take it, but could have taken this trade at 932. Again, let's take it off that. Like that. That would have been plus. So we'll go with that. I'm going to put it. So realistically, I wouldn't have taken that. Do you know what I mean? I don't really want to just take it for the data and be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have took that trade. I was up 2% for the day here, as you can see. Look, 2% -1. We're on 1, 3, and then 2% on that minus. Okay, so I wouldn't have taken that trade, and I would obviously be done for the day at this point as well. And on to the next day. There's just no point being unrealistic with it. I wouldn't have taken that amount of trades after this news week. I would have probably turned the computer off either way. So yeah, nice, literally really nice trade. Not a great trade, crappy timing, crappy price action in between that gap between London and New York. Then obviously we have this nice push up. We take it. Price literally hits our 2R and then comes down. Again, it's why I like trading 2R. It seems to get, it's not too hard to target a 1 to 2. Realistically, price can get it. Again, could have put my stops below the low here. I wanted to just give this level just a little bit of breathing room. Noticing from something that I'm checking here is give it the breathing room of the low and then just go to the next low. And it seems to give me that little bit extra breathing room. Okay. Yeah, so obviously they're nice trades there. And we can go to the next day because I'm not going to trade anymore on that day. Obviously, there's no point forcing things. Got to be realistic with it. I wouldn't be trading anymore based on that candle that wicked me out on the news. We've also got new weekly levels as well now, which is quite cool. What I'm going to do is end this video because I just do it week by week, and draw out new levels also on the new video. So I'm going to end that one there. I'm going to put the weekly. Let's put the weekly results. So what did we have? Let's go with this. We had trades taken, wins, losses, break even. Let's go like that. Let's change that because that just doesn't look clean. We're going to go trades taken. How many did we take? We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trades. I'll go with total percent. I'm assuming I'm up. I don't actually know until we work it out. Right, wins. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. That means we had 7 losses. Break even. No, sorry, I might be even lying there. We did have a break even trade, and I must not have noted it. Oh no, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, 1 break even trade. So that wasn't, so it's 6 losses. Don't need to be writing that either. 6 total gain, because I win more than I lose. It's being 2R wins and 1% loss. So we're up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10%. So let's put 10%. With minus 6%. Plus 10 minus 6%. Break even. 0%. So our total gain is plus 4%. Nice for the week. Not so bad. Can put that in green so that we know when we come back to it at a later date we was profitable that week. Let's put that in green as well. Nice. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Lovely. So we're going to leave that. Yeah, we're going to leave that like that and then go again from the following week.